Okay, we're back. We're back in the interview with Rashon, and it's what fucking five. Sorry. It's 5 hours now. Christ's sake. Let's get to the special segment. Yeah, the last and final memorable segment. After 5 hours. Christ's sake. Okay, who's going to initiate the roast?
I'll do it.
Okay, you do it.
So we have a special segment that Rashon came up with that he wanted to save until special moment on Christmas Day. There are 102 names I have, and I will pick a name out of a hat, and he will roast each person to the best of his ability.
Hopefully.
And I guess General Price is the first person that I had to pick out of the hat.
General Price. Oh, okay. General Price, I mean, this guy, it's 2017. I know Windows XP was the bounces thing ever, bro, but you still got 12 FPS. Yeah, fucking 12 FPS, bro. You gotta upgrade to at least Windows Vista, understand me, I tell you, General Price, once you go to 60 FPS, you'll never go back. It's just like if you go black, you don't go back, General Price. Alright, and this guy, I'd say, he was supposed to be a guest on the radio show. I was like, hey, he was like, hey, General Price. I'm sorry, hey, Rashon, can I be a guest? And I was like, sure, bro. And, he tested his mic out for 2 weeks, but of course, Discord's not available on Windows XP. So he had to use he uses Opera browser or something to open up Discord. And of course, his mic would not work. Nobody could hear him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there you go. That's how his show was canceled. How about, see, what people used to do was like, Cute You Me, people used to want to say, hey, let's buy Cute You Me a new computer. People got to buy General Price a new computer. I mean, come on, man. Hashtag donate to General Price. Let's go.
The next person is Sarust.
Oh my god, Sarust. Now, I like Sarust, okay? But, this is part of the bias thing. I mean, come on, Sarust is like the Croatian ambassador to CnR. She will try to, stop all charges done by any Croatian or Serbian player on the server. I mean, come on, man. Why don't you have that same kind of energy for other players in the server, Not people who are your friends, people who you think have been wrongfully banned or whatever, Wizzy got banned for the Star Wars thing. Let him stay. Or talk to Mew about it. Okay, I know you and Mew have beef, I understand, Sometimes you have the grills in CnR, they're trying to one-up each other for whatever it is, attention or notoriety or whatever it is, but come on, Sarust. Yeah, I know you're smarter than that. I know you're smarter than that. That's it. Go ahead. That's it.
All right. The next one's bmuk.
bmuk. I tell you, this guy, I hope I have more hair than this guy when I'm his age, I tell you. You see bmuk, I mean, this guy and Poetic and Banana Ghost, I mean, these guys, really, they talk about dumb snit, they're like, hey, Poetic, guess what? I sucked the dick today. Wait. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? This is why IRC is turned into a cesspit of stupidity, man. Even though they're the reason why I named it Rate My Chase, but it was so fucking dumb. Like, Poetic used to do the same thing, but bmuk, I'm gonna be honest here, okay? When bmuk got admin, I didn't think he was gonna be a good admin. He's proven me wrong, but he's basically the IRC ambassador to CnR, I mean. Yeah. Next guy.
Sinisa.
Sinisa, I tell you. Sinisa, you talk about Rat being the passenger seat, but Sinisa, his signature seat is in the back left seat of an LSPD car. His name is on it. You open up an LSPD car where Blackwater has been in it, you'll see Sinisa's name right on the seat. He sits on his own name, I tell you. And, Sinisa, I think he lost a bet. Because remember when Sinisa was gone from the forum for like 2 years? I think he lost a bet. He's like, hey, probably has something to do with Borld, too. Like, he probably lost a bet that has something to do with Borld. And the sentence was he couldn't post on the forum for 2 years. Because, Borld is lucky, right? He just won a fucking giveaway by Debo. So, and now Sinisa comes back. His name is Blackwater King, BW King. I mean, come on, man. Blackwater is finished. Comp groups are done. Enough with these comp groups. Last time you had a complaint topic by Rush. I know Rush is stupid, but your entire gang of cops, Cop DM Rush as retaliation. Come on, man. Is that the king of Blackwater? Is that what we need here in this society? Vote Trump. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, go ahead.
Disco.
Disco, man. This guy is like a puppet. He's a puppet. He was a puppet for Backfire, like back in the day. We used to think Disco was retarded. This guy, he'd come in to Discord and he'd be like, hey guys, I found this girl today and she has red spots. Is that HIV? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? I mean, he used to, I think it was Backfire doing this, trying to make him a puppet, but Disco is fucking autistic as snit, bro. He's gotten better. Now he's with that girl. We'll get to that. Next one.
Evangelist.
This guy, Evangelist, he's a cool guy and all that, but Blister has a point. Blister has a point when he says, hey, Play Too Hard makes essays, but when Evangelist makes essays, no one seems to give a snit. I don't really mind that. And Evangelist, he's one of these guys. He's one of the, PH Indo-Albanian death of the server type guys. Now, I can't say look in the mirror because Evangelist is a cool guy, but, you have your daily encounters around the server, bro, literally. And I'm sure half the people, or a good amount of people that you encounter are idiot Europeans, okay? And these jokes aren't connecting because Evangelist isn't stupid. I was about to say idiot Europeans like yourself, but he's not stupid. So, oh well. GG Evangelist. I can't roast you. Next guy.
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy, that guy is like the queen or prince of voice activation. Obviously, he's the king of voice activation, but yeah, you got Tommy, man. He's eating his chips. He's going around. You hear this shit right here. This is what we hear. This is what we hear in Discord every night. Like, he's getting his chips out of his bag, bro. We hear it in his background. One day I was doing the CnR news, and his feedback, the feedback was in the entire video. And I'm like, God damn, bro. It was kind of funny because, I would say words, right, and then he'd hear them a few seconds later. I'd hear it through his mic. He'd react a few seconds later. That was kind of funny. But, Tommy, the ass team is done. It's done. Sorry. The S team is done. Comp groups don't work in 2017. It's done. Sorry, Tommy. So also Lil Tank, he deactivated voice activation in the Tackle Talk this where he's like, why bro, disable voice activation. Well, now it's time for you to stop fluttering with yourself while you're in Discord. Actually use your fucking hand to press a goddamn button to talk. All right, next person.
Fanta.
Oh, Fugazi Fanta. This guy is a real Fugazi, man. Like I said, don't ever hang around with the modded admins, man. They are bad trouble, I tell you. I would say Fugazi Fanta was the best admin in CnR history, but we don't know if that was him or Will Suck for Money. Does that really count? If Will Suck for Money really used Fugazi Fanta's account, does that make Will Suck for Money the best admin in CnR history, even though he wasn't an admin? I mean, what? What is that? I mean, this guy, man, he's a fucking stalker too. I mean, you talking about Belair's being a stalker. This guy, if you're a grill and you see Fugazi Fanta, turn the other way, bro. I hope you have some gender. See what? Should I say that? Can I say that? Okay, yeah. He went for a fucking married girl, bro. He destroyed He almost destroyed a fucking marriage, bro, going for the married ladies, bro. I mean, come on, man. You don't mess with somebody like that. He also chose one person for an entire group in Cusa. You don't want to be around someone like that. Sometimes I wonder, Molina, why do you still hang out with this faggot? I mean, Fugazi Fanta, you talk about Cash being the most hated person in CnR. Fugazi Fanta should really be that. He is a Fugazi fake Fanta. FFF right there. That's all I got.
Farhan.
Piggy141, man, I tell you. Now, I don't like to talk about people's looks, you know what I mean? I think that's a bit snitty, but, Farhan, when you do look, and he kind of does look like a pig. If he was kind of smarter, I wouldn't make fun of him. But, tell you the story, and everything's told it, and I've said it before, like, Farhan141, all right? This guy, he told everything, the admin. He said, what would happen if I shoot you or DM you right now? And everything was like, try it. He did. He got disabled. And it's everything's fault. It's everything's fault, right? How stupid can you be, Piggy141? And of course, in the CnR awards the last 2 years, he's voted everything most abusive admin for a thing that is his fault. I tell you, Sam players are brain dead as snit. I mean, somebody should fry that guy. Piggy141, fry that guy. Eat him. It's not cannibalism, he's a fucking pig. Let's go.
Iggly.
Iggly17, the Albanian ambassador to CnR. I tell you, I probably shouldn't say this, but this guy, don't let the blues get to you. Okay? We all know that you're Albanian. I understand that sarust tried to bully you for being Albanian, okay? But no matter how dumb your brothers are, all right? For example, like I said before, I'm black, all right? Most of these faggot-ass Europeans on the server have probably never seen a black person before, all right? That's okay, but if you talk snit about them, then you talk snit about something you don't know, all right? Show them that Albanians, or at least you, could give a good light in Albania, just like how I give a good light on black people, I guess. That's all you gotta do. That's not a roast, but that's all I have. Go ahead.
Maxvolume.
Maxvolume, fucking Trump supporter. This Maxvolume is basically the shining example of what Trump supporters are. Only he doesn't talk like a hick. All right, I mean, come on, man. This guy used to get mad at Belmiro all the time. Belmiro, you're a cheater. You're a Brazilian cheater. Brazilian monkey eats sofa. You cheater. And then Maxvolume goes off and cheats himself. I mean, come on, man. And the cheats he used with the Finlander mods, they're obvious. I mean, he took it bait, sinker, hook, line, sinker, I tell you. Somebody spawns money bag, Maxvolume goes straight to it. This was in August, and guess what? After that, he's like, oh, well, I got banned, but school's gonna start. I'm like, why do you need to get yourself banned before you go to school? I mean, come on, man. Use your brain, Maxvolume. You know you have a brain. Apparently Trump supporters have a brain because they got him in the fucking White House. So, show us you got a fucking brain, dude. Come on.
MacaWisconsin.
Oh my god. MacaWisconsin. Yes, my favorite player in CnR history. My goodness. Wait, my sound effects aren't working. I was going to use a sound effect here, but now I have to... Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay, so MacaWisconsin, alright. You remember the CnR news? The CnR news is meant to be a joke, alright? If I make fun of you on the CnR news, it is a joke. This was back in the Loiter Squad snit. Back in June, alright? Where, yeah, Westfield, yeah, Dr. Faggot, and you had MacaWisconsin. MacaWisconsin got kicked for, some stuff that I don't really care about. But, I used phrases in that, like, I was saying they busted nuts on her and all this. That was, obviously, that's weird, okay? But it was a fucking joke, bro. And instead of her coming up to me, just like at least Westfield and Dr. Friday did, the least you can say is, hey, why are you saying this stuff about me? I don't like it. At least those two did it. And the funny part is, she said, "Why are these people talking about me like that when those CnR newses were in her perspective?" So you're basically talking about yourself. But that's how dumb MacaWisconsin is. She can't tell. Okay, here we go. She can't tell her head from her. I mean, come on, man. This girl, I don't understand. Okay, and see, and the funny part is the donkey today that they gave on the Water Squad. All right, she was in the channel. She listened to the donkey today that I gave on the Lawyer Squad, and she was like, "LMAO," and then she disowned the entire Discord. At that point, it seemed like she had nobody, okay? And if she had let us be there for her, whether or not Breastfeel and Dr. Faggot were wrong or right, would have defended you, okay? But instead, you antagonize people that had nothing to do with anything, okay? You can be mad at me, all right, but you don't have to be mad at the informant. I'm the one who makes CnR news snit, not them. Okay, you got somebody to get mad at, you get mad at me, but you're too dumb to realize that. So, give her the hee-haw. Give her the hee-haw again. One more time. Oh, the hee-haw. My goodness. Next one.
Dr.Friday.
Oh, Dr.Friday. I mean, my God, this guy, you know. If you're a CnR girl, bro, like I said, I hope you have a gender-neutral name. Because you want to stay away from this guy, I'm telling you. See, before, during the CnR news, he was like, "Hey, don't put my name and stuff. I'm not even around this community anymore." Yet, in the same breath, and around the same time, you want to be an admin too. Which one is it? Okay? Now, that CnR news snit was meant to make fun of Dr. Friday. Him alone, not anyone else. It was meant to make fun of him. All of a sudden, you got Restfeel in it, you got MacaWisconsin in it. And I'm like, what? Why are they all mad? Like, this is bullshit. You had Dr. Faggot before you had the San Fierro hooligans, alright? San Fierro hooligans, you had Marceline. What he did, and somehow, I don't know what these people are doing, alright? Making Dr. Friday a high-ranking officer in your group, alright? So what he does, he invites Marceline, right? Who is a defunct person, alright? And she rises through the group, alright? And the rest of the group is like, "Oh, what the fuck is this guy doing?" Now, I think Dr. Friday knows the stupidity of what he used to do, but you should have realized that at the time. And all of a sudden, Marceline is gone. Dr. Friday out of San Fierro hooligans. I mean, come on, man. And also, the other white knighting. I mean, the white knighting of Born for Burning. I remember one day I was playing Los Santos. All right. And I think Broad was there. I think they were all trying to compete for Born for Burning, right? And Dr. Friday called people a white knight. And I'm like, this motherfucker, what? You're like the chief white knight, Dr. Friday. What are you talking about? He doesn't acknowledge it, of course. But, like I said, if you are a CnR girl, stay away from Dr. Friday. And if you can't, then change your name to a gender-neutral name, because enough. That's it. Go ahead.
Lol Tank.
Lol Tank, this guy. I'm telling you, this guy has the foot and mouth disease extreme. I'm telling you. See, I remember one day I was playing a sheepfucker, right? And there used to be this narrative back then. There used to be like, hey, because Rakart, she, was in the passenger seat all the time and all this. We used to play cop work a lot. To this date, I have not played cop with more than any. I'm sorry, I've not played cop with anyone more than Rakart. Okay, so people started this narrative saying, "Hey, Rashon and Rakart, yeah, they're a couple," because also their names are similar. Yes, because the first two letters of each name were the same. That must mean they're a fucking couple. Yes, you're fucking stupid. All right. And, this gayery went on. Lil Tank would join the server. I'm playing with Sheepfucker, right? Lil Tank would join the server and be like, hey, Rashon, where's Rakart? I'm like, listen, and the other day he was like, oh, all right, it was SphincterBonair, it was all the other people. And I'm like, nah, listen, all right, you don't go through all that trouble opening the SAMP client, see if Rashon's there, join the server, come in, first thing you say, where's Rakart? What? No, that's an ulterior motive. That's something else. Okay, and Lil Tank, I mean, this guy, sometimes he chases, you know what I mean? Tried to go with the congested crew, like I said in the White Knight show. How many people have gotten into Exo's granny panties from CnR? None. None.
Bobbyb.
Bobbyb. Oh my god, this guy, I'm telling you, this is one of the most underrated idiots in CnR history. I mean, we talk about Albanians, we talk about Indonesians, I even talk about Europeans, but Bobbyb, this guy, I'm telling you, he's an autist troll for the ages. I'm telling you. I don't know what else to say about Bobbyb. Just dumb, yeah, he's just dumb. I don't know what else to say about him. I have no idea.
Marceline,
I tell you, this girl, like, she must be some schizophrenic or something like that. I mean, obviously, she sounded like a weather woman, and whenever somebody would say that, Rakart would get jealous. But she's just unstable. You would think, hey, Marceline, she has a great voice. She sounds like a fucking great girl. You know what I mean? And then she's a fucking psycho. No wonder why Dr.Friday tried to get that. I wouldn't want to.
SphincterBonair.
I'd tell you. SphincterBonair, best thing about SphincterBonair is his giggle. I mean, whenever there's something weird, funny, he's like, like, bro, what kind of laugh is that? What kind of laugh is that, bro? I mean, what? What kind of fucking laugh is that? Oh yeah, that's right. Like in the first episode of the show, we were talking about Accusa with Boiled and SphincterBonair. I'm pretty sure SphincterBonair stopped the radio because we were talking bad about him. I mean, come on, man. You gotta be more open than that, bro. SphincterBonair wants admin, gets admin, doesn't play. There you go. I know you're having a nice time in the NSA, you know what I mean? But come round, faggot. Next one.
Poetic Justice, Poetic Gangster.
Oh boy, Poetic Gangster, I tell you, this guy, he's a troll, but I also think he's kind of brain dead. I really do think he's kind of brain dead too. He is kind of, at times, the goat of the Discord channel. The rest of the people don't really like him or tolerate him. Okay, remember back in Mumble, he was the black sheep as well. Even though there are a lot of dumb people in that other Mumble, everyone gravitated towards Poetic Gangster as the idiot supreme. Okay, and he used to be a cheater. I mean, half the server used to be a cheater, but he used to be a cheater. All this snit. And we'll get to his other half. What's the next one?
Zentar.
Oh my god, this guy is probably the most certified autist in CnR history, man. I swear to God, man, if he played CnR as much as the admin, as the normal admin, he'd be demoted a year ago, probably 2 years ago. My goodness, this guy is fucking. I tried to like this guy, dude, because the DMH Mumble went down. All right, I don't know who was hosting it, but DMH Mumble went down. We went to Mrs. Mumble, and it was basically the same thing, except his zentar was there, and he was like the neighborhood clown. I tell you, people laughed at him, not laughed with him. He just said dumb snit. Like I remember one day, I don't know if it was Assassin, he copy pasted something in IRC or whatever it was. It was something with his dad. Zentar's dad having a banana and, wanting Zentar to eat it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this dumb snit? You know? There are videos of Zentar quitting to avoid arrest. There's a video of Zentar with Mayu in the car, fixing the car while people are chasing him. And I'm like, does this guy have not a conscience? He's a fucking racist gay too. I mean, I understand if white people are racist. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're brought up that way or whatever. But I don't understand Hispanic racists. They don't make any sense to me. He's fucking Colombian. I don't know if Colombian is fucking Hispanic or whatever it is. It must be. But this fucking guy, I mean, just says snits that makes you wonder. I tell you, and there's something else I wanted to say about Zentar, but he's fucking retarded. Though I remember one day, I quit Mumble, right, going to bed, because I didn't want to be in the channel with him, and then he PMs me on Steam saying some stupid snit, and he deletes me. Thank God he deleted me, but the guy, I mean, how did this guy get admin, man? I know he's an old player, but Jesus, he's a fucking retard. I mean, for real.
karlracemarx.
karlracemarx. I mean, this guy, when we first found this guy, he's a cool faggot. He got promoted to detective or whatever the hell it is in Cusa, which means nothing, by the way. But then all of a sudden, it may be a reactionary thing. Like if you're like a white guy, right? If you're a white guy and you get robbed by a black guy, right? It's like, oh shit, I got robbed by a black guy. Now all black guys are bad. That kind of thing. Like that's what he turned into. Like he completely changed his mindset. I don't know what happened to him, but he turned into a freakishly idiot autist. And it was kind of the same as Zentar. Couldn't be around the guy. Couldn't. I used to like the guy. Couldn't. Negative. Next guy.
JFTW.
JFTW, yeah, the what we used to call her back then, the DMH congregation, unstable. I mean, this guy, I'm sorry, not this guy. This girl, I tell you, she was unstable. 1 second, she'd think one thing, the other second, she'd, look like she had Tourette's, act like she had Tourette's. I mean, JFTW's cool, but, she's down low. Grimy. She's grimy in the down low. What the thing with the emails thing. Not Hillary, but other things with the email and the stalking and whatever. Blah, blah. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, unstable. That's all I can say. There you go.
Shaela.
I mean, what a newbie this Shaela. Yeah. I mean, why did I first? Oh yes. The day that she arrested me for... Oh, that's... No, I'm sorry. I punished her twice, right? Because she was fucking cop DMing. And then after that, I think there was some kind of vendetta. Like, Shaela had some vendetta against me or some snit. Every time if I would turn warrant, she'd try to go for me and snit. And that day that I jumped out of the car, I was going to destroy her. But, didn't happen. And then a month ago or two, this faggot, like... teaming up with X Panda, trying to rape me to death in snit. I'm like, if you want to kill me, you punk, you do it by yourself. All right. Also, I'll save that. That's all I remember. Next person.
Cart.
Oh, rakart! I tell you, the queen of passenger seatery. I mean, my goodness. In the Cusa days. Back when cop tanks were cool, I mean? Obviously, rakart couldn't drive then, she can't drive now, but the coolness of cop tanks hid her inability to drive, all right? It took us a couple of years to figure out that rakart couldn't drive a lick, okay? And then when we tried to get her to drive, wouldn't do it. I don't know how many FPS she gets, because I don't know if FPS is a excuse, but my goodness, But my goodness, she's played CnR for almost 5,000 hours. And she plays cop the most. You still can't drive? What? What is this about? I don't understand it whatsoever. All right. And another thing, saying that you were with Poetic and IRC, that was very cringy. And when you did that, when you weren't in the Mumble channel, I said cringe 100 times. You can ask Banana Ghost. I think that was it. Go ahead, next one.
AmericanGangster.
AmericanGangster. I mean, this guy is really the epitome of AmericanGangster is the epitome of this. I mean, he's a brain dead, typical white guy. My goodness, you know, he's one of those Europeans that I'm talking about that look on YouTube and search black people just to see how black people are, and he's like, that's what they do. It's like, hey, Rashon, every time I see you in the server, my bike's gone. Nice humor, faggot. How did you know that black people steal what or what? How many black people are in Latvia? 6? 4? Right, 2. How the fuck would you know what a black person does, you fucking faggot? And you brainwashed your girl Bombshell too. You brainwashed her. You're like, you see, when she joined CnR, whatever the hell it was, you give an introduction to her of everyone, and you must have been like, hey, that's Rashon. He's black, and he does things that black people do. They steal bikes every time I go inside City Hall, and I leave City Hall. My bike is gone, so make sure that you're not around Rashon. And Bombshell's talking to me like some female American gangster, and I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Alright, you don't know me, you fag. But at least she's wise enough. But AmericanGangster's a fucking egghead. He sounds like an egghead. When he talks, he sounds like he has an egg in his mouth. But either way, next faggot.
Before I go to the next person, I'm actually gonna thumb this down to a couple of actual autistic people, because 102 people is a lot. This won't end. So probably pick about 20 names. Next person's RADNSMASH.
RADNSMASH, I tell you, you know, this guy, he's the fucking spam mumble Discord with fucking music and snip. He would be like, hey guys, you want to play a song? I guess he didn't do that because people would say no. But, you know, people playing CnR, people playing CS Joke, some people recording, and he, you know, brings out the biggie. You know what I mean? The 5-minute song of Biggie, and then we can't hear our ears for the next 5 minutes. You know, that was RADNSMASH.
Warlord.
That's why. Well, you know, this guy, I'm telling you, I don't understand why people like this guy, or I didn't before. Didn't understand this guy. First of all, he's like fucking. Was he fucking 5'6"? He's fucking built like a Pillsbury Doughboy, and you know, I mean, I didn't know that for a while. You know, this guy in 2011 came into CnR, was a tranny. I'm like, oh, come on, man. You know, I know that you were 13 years old and you were trying to experiment or whatever. You didn't know what sexuality you were, but you're a boy. You're a man. You're a man now. Okay, borrowed. So yeah, you know. But even then, I just don't understand. Didn't understand. Never understood why everyone gave broad attention. It's like his dad, right? His dad back in 2000, before he was born. You know what I mean? He went to a wishing well, and his dad was like, praise Allah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. We're supposed to be Christian. Praise Jesus. Okay. When my son is born, I hope he never ever has to ask for attention ever again, all the people will give it to him by chance. And that's what happened. That is what happened. You know, because I tell you, people used to make excuses for this faggot every time to ban this guy from Mumble multiple times, bro. Multiple times. And you'd have a vigilante, not a vigilante, but you'd have a babysitter. You know, you'd have Rat trying to give me a deal. You got Vega unbanning him before his millionaire ban was over. You know, whatever it was. And it was fucking gay. Alright. And then the ass slip goes on more. You know, Ali adding Boral to the fucking radio show and stuff. I'm like, yo. But the Just Desserts was tasted so good when he got banned back in 2015. Was it 2015? For like 8 months. That felt pretty good. Yeah, I felt pretty good. Anyway, next person.
Noise.
Noise. You know, sometimes I wonder about this guy, man. He joined CnR, right? And whenever you join an online, whatever it is, you have to have a name. I understand that sometimes it's tough to think of a name. But here's what Noise did. Noise really thought about it. And here's what he did. It's like, here's my name. ... Enter. I didn't mean to do that. What is that? What kind of name is that? And then one time I asked him, do you know what your name is? Because there's actually something for it. It's an ellipsis. He's like, what is that? So there are many dumb names on this survey. Mr. Poopy Butthole is one. But Noise, man. And people really voted this guy for best username. I mean, what? But Noise is kind of dumb too. Like he has a very distinctive voice. You know, he's like Rashon. That's a very distinctive voice. You know, Noise, go back to the Moroccan street corner with your ripped up fucking pants. All right, punk your jeans. All right, go back to the Moroccan street corner. Next guy.
I'm gonna mix up some people, some relationships, and some combos. I get to like the last 10 names or something, but Titty Boy and Jackie.
Titty Boy and Jackie. Well, you know, Titty Boy, I tell you, this guy is a fucking motor mouth, man. I mean, if a car could run off of Titty Boy's voice, man, that snit would go 100 miles an hour. I mean, a few weeks ago, you know, when I first heard his voice, I started crafting the Titty Boy impersonation. I was like, oh, well, you know, we're in a PCJ, right? We're trying to go after hits and shit. Then I try to go fucking fix my car, and then this fucking air-braking cheater comes out of nowhere and starts knocking us out. And, you know, we didn't fall off the bike for some reason, so we were going around like a fucking pinball. It was fucking stupid, you know, and the admins, you know, the fucking admins, you know, they were sitting on their ass and shit, you know. I mean, okay, that was impromptu. I don't know. I made all that shit up. It's not even true, by the way. But one of them as a couple. I mean, I don't know. They're not really a couple. I mean, they just go together and kill hits. Yeah, that's really all they do. I don't have anything on Jackie though. Oh, actually, I do. Jackie, you know, I don't really think she's 16, bro. Like the stuff she says, you know, she says some odd stuff, but you know, she doesn't really seem like a 16-year-old. You know, she's dumb, not dumb, but weird, odd stuff. I'm not judging, but it's quite odd. But I will give Jackie this. All right, during the CnR awards, she was probably the only person that read the entire rules. I mean, for example, this I guess isn't the roast, but for example, you had Restfield, right? I said in the topic, you can vote for your own Rate My Chase. He didn't. He said, I can't vote for myself. You could. Shh. Did you read the goddamn post? Agent M, he could have voted for his own Rate My Chase. He left it blank. Did you read the post? I think Jackie, if Jackie's really 16, and she's the only person that read the thread, what does that say about the rest of the community? Honestly, man. Anyway, I don't know what to say about that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna combine these two. Cyber and Mew.
Oh my god. Okay. Cyberg, I'm telling you, this guy is the meme king. I'm telling you. He's also a kind of a hypocrite. Now, I remember the Chuppy roast. We had a show about that, about the Chuppy roast, but we didn't really roast him. Okay, so the story is Cyberg tells Benny Boy, because Benny Boy posted a picture of, you know, some CnR to Hitler or whatever comparison with the hand signal. And Cyberg was like, hey, you can't put Nazi stuff on the forum. Okay, great. And then Chuppy comes and destroys him and shows that he's a hypocrite. Because he is. For some reason, we did the show in late June. Okay. Now, the other day, I was looking at Steam profiles, and for some reason I got on Born for Burning Steam profile. July 12th, which was after the Chuppy Roast show, he posts a comment that has something to do with killing Jews and a Nazi whatever swastikas on it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it did the same to me on my Steam profile page.
This guy is gonna talk about telling somebody not to put Nazi snit on the forum, yet you put Nazi snit other places, and you're gonna tell me, it's the CnR forum. Well, listen to me, okay? If I tell people, hey, you shouldn't kill warrants, but I kill a warrant on purpose, which I've done, by the way, wouldn't that make me a hypocrite? That makes me a hypocrite. And I am a hypocrite, but that makes me a hypocrite. I don't care if it's the forum. I don't care if you're trying to get admin or trying to look good for somebody, alright? If you're gonna tell Benny Boy to not post Nazi snit on the forum, you actually have to believe that. Okay? You can't go down and 2 weeks later after you get told for it and go do the same thing. No. Makes no sense. And Cyber, man, I mean, the memes, and he posts memes that have, he has no historical context of at all. He just sees a meme, his brain clicks with it. And he's like, oh, this is funny, I'm gonna post it. And I look at it and I'm like, this is fucking retarded. Oh my god. Oh, and the Mew thing, yes. I don't really know if he's protective of Mew, okay. But he acts really weird around some reels, bro. Like, I heard that he was trying to mold himself to get Born for Burning to like him, to listen to fucking heavy metal and snit. I don't know how true this is, and it probably is, but that's a bit fake. You gotta be yourself, faggot. And about the Mew thing, it's more Mew than Cyber, but Cyber really seems like a puppet around her or some snit. There was one more thing I was gonna say about Cyber, but I completely forgot what it was. Snatched her and written this down. And Mew, oh yes. I remember Little Tank, I think he removed the word, like he censored the word Hitler on the Discord, and Mew got mad. What? Why would that make you mad? First of all, I find these World War II bullsnits very distasteful, first of all. Talking about a bunch of fags who lost the war. You make fun of France for retreating, okay? But isn't that worse than, talking about snits that lost the fucking war? I mean, come on, bro. And as you leave the Discord because of that? Come on, man. And another thing, Lil Tank got banned or removed from the their Discord because Lil Tank was like, I think he called Cyber a snitch or something, blah, blah, blah. And then he was fake chasing Assassin. And then Mew was like, okay, I shouldn't be saying this, by the way, but okay, you have to apologize to both of these people in order to come back in on Discord. Now, I can understand apologizing to Cyber, but apologizing to Assassin, I'd be damned if I had to apologize to Assassin, my dude. And plus, that Discord's full of memes anyway. Who knows? The next person, just keep
Assassin.
Assassin, my god, this guy. If now, like I said before, hanging around one of the admins is a no-no. All right, this guy goes around. I know it's a troll, and you know I hate when people troll, and you know that's really all they are. They're a troll. You know, that's their flagstaff, trolling. You know, they're like, yeah, Assassin's like, well, I'm the best. You know, every month he makes a forum topic saying, I'm the best. You all bow down to me. Well, now obviously this is a new generation of CnR, and CnR generations change every couple of months. But if you were really the best, you probably wouldn't have gotten demoted. I mean, that kind of may have something to do with each other now. Back in the day, bro, I used to like Assassin, bro. He was one of the first people that I noticed on the server. Okay, I remember back in 2007, I was in the Four Dragons casino, and I was gambling, right, with the casino tax and all that. He jumped on top of my casino table and started dancing. I don't know why he did that, but I liked Assassin. Okay, and now, you know, he's some kind of dumb. You know, he plays CS joke. He's one of the reasons why I don't play CS joke with the Wars, by the way. He plays CS joke. He's still like, oh, I'm the best. Now, obviously, I'm not any good at CS joke either, but you know, there are times where he says, "Do I have to do everything again?" And I'm like, what is this guy talking about, man? I know you don't play CS joke, but you're not good at CS joke. You fag. I mean, honestly, he was one of the people I wanted to remove from the Cusa mumble. Don't know why he was there. We don't. God, and again, there was one thing I wanted to say about. Oh yes, the radio thing. Okay. Oh, two things actually. So the radio thing. Black Hawk did the fail radio thing a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever it was, and obviously it was a fail. You had people screaming, banned people's names, and you know all this other dumb shit. And Assassin is like, "Hey, look what they're doing. Admins should shut this snit down right now," because Assassin was anti-radio. Okay, and see, the funny thing is, let me just say that people were saying free Macker and snit, but I found it hypocritical that he was getting mad at people saying free Macker, even though in Fudgy's channel, IRC channel, Poetic was banning Macker, which he should have. Okay, Assassin goes back and says, "Hey, this is Fudgy's channel," even though they've both talked to her about that, and he, for some reason, had the overriding decision on that. And I remember in Octavia's channel, it felt reluctant, but he was talking to Macker too. So why are you gonna come back and say, shut down the radio? They're talking about free Macker instead, when you helped house him. Makes no sense at all. And the Kyle Smith show, okay? A whole bunch of fucks. Ivanici, Assassin, probably some other fucks as well. They're trying to shut down the radio when Kyle Smith was on. I understand Kyle Smith is retarded. Okay? But this guy is one of the people that really didn't make it fun to hate Kyle Smith anymore, or dislike or make fun of Kyle Smith anymore. Because in his own way, he's also stupid. And I wish they noticed it was a fucking hour-and-a-half radio show. Okay? After the show was over, Kyle Smith wasn't going to set foot in it anymore. What is it that you want to knock down the fucking radio show? It made no sense. That was probably more Avenichi than him. But, made no sense. None. Next guy.
Wax.
Wax. This guy, I'm telling you. I don't feel sorry for Machiavelli because he's a retard, but you know, you got your purebred white guy. One day he's saying, "Hey, I should just act like a girl. My name is Silver63. It's pretty gender neutral, so I can pull it off. And I should get this retarded Borat, Machiavelli. Yeah, he's gonna be my boy. We're gonna shoot snits together. We're gonna destroy the entire server together." This guy acts like he's hot snit. Now, I understand he may be the best fighter on the server. I get it. But he doesn't want to acknowledge his traininess. Alright? Because Wax, as tough as he is, as intimidating as he may be on the server, as much of great aim he has, he was a train. And I would rather be a rakart who can't drive, can't shoot outside the passenger seat, and all that stuff, than be a trainee who's the best fighter in CnR. Wax one favorite player. What does that tell you about the server? Wax is probably the best shooter on the server. What does that tell you about the server? We have problems. We got problems. Next guy.
This is pretty exhausting, but I'm gonna do a like 5 people rapid fire. Just like if you don't remember, just ask me. Jayince, Babul, Wizzy, Kyle Smith, and Scully.
Alright, Jayince. Hey, Jayince. The other month, I looked at the movies and media topic section, and I saw you in a screenshot with a Mew. It made me sad. I don't want to say more. Babul, this guy, man, is the most overrated player in CnR history, man. Do you players who play Lost Venturas, do you want to know what Babul did a few years ago? As you see, IRC is a place where you report cheaters. Babul went on IRC. He reported the cheater, right? And then he started complaining about admins not doing a snit. But Babul didn't say the name or the ID of the guy who was cheating, and he quit IRC after that ramble. So I'm like, why do people like this guy? Why is he the flagstaff of Lost Venturas? Why is he the ambassador of Lost Venturas? He plays with sales. Hello? He plays with sales. That's like his best friend. He gives him that stupid script that looks stupid. Like, have you seen the script before? It looks dumb. But, and then you got Ali's faggot ass saying, Babul, Babul, Babul. Every time we play against that fag, it's like, wrong. No, that was you. Anyway, let's see. Scully? Okay, Scully's a fucking weirdo, I'll tell ya. This Scully, he kind of sounds like Flapjack, bro. Like, the first time I heard his voice, he kind of sounds like fucking Flapjack. You know, he's always he's a very feminine guy, so he doesn't sound feminine. He's very feminine. You know, it's very weird. You know, you say he's the fucking Rihanna Siggs, and, you know, he talks about being a boss ass bitch. I'm like, bro, you're from fucking Estonia, and you're a... I'm telling you, I don't understand these people. I don't. Yeah. Okay, who are the other 2 people? I don't remember.
Jawher, Wizzy.
Oh, I just did Scully. Jawher 7. I mean, what else is there to say about Jawher 7? I mean, he is a troll autist. I laugh whenever he makes a complaint topic because, you know, he's the most disabled person of the summer. Yeah. Yeah, but I've said all I wanted to say about Jawher before. So, yeah.
Just Wizzy and anyone else you want to say a final.
Wizzy.
Insult
All right.
to.
Listen, I like Wizzy. Okay, I like Wizzy. I kind of agree with him when he says, hey, if we didn't let these cheaters come back, well, maybe this would be a better server, blah, blah, blah. He's outspoken. And all this snits. Wait, I had nothing. I had nothing bad there. Yeah, I don't have
Let
anything.
me give you someone bad then. CrazyDriver.
Oh boy, CrazyDriver, man, this guy. He's the teddy bear hugger of CnR. I tell you, if you don't believe in the Illuminati, CrazyDriver will make you believe in the Illuminati. Okay, he did something reprehensible, and somehow, you know, says he didn't do it. I'm not gonna say what it was, but this guy, he would eat, sleep, and drink Los Venturas. All right. Play 2 game weeks at LB. Go to sleep. Or do something else. Come back. Play 2 game weeks at LB. Repeat. 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 Bit odd. Bit odd. That's... And he actually thought he had a chance of getting admin. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! I wish I had the sound for that one, but yeah.
I think we should end it. There's just way too many people.
Yes.
Unless you want to end it with play too hard.
Play too hard. It's good to play too hard. Campaign. I mean, play too hard. My God, this guy. Campaign got disabled the other day, right? I'm sorry. So campaign got disabled the other day, right? And campaign went and complained on IRC. Guess who's there to defend him? Play too hard. Listen, that's part of the bias thing I'm talking about. Campaign is one of the dumbest people on the server. All right. The other week he was talking snit, being retarded. I hadn't talked to the guy in months, probably a year. Understand me? He starts talking snit out of nowhere. Don't know where it came from. I just think he was taking steroids. You know, he got injected into his ass and it went to his brain or something, fried his brain or something. You know, but Chivo disables him, right?
Yeah, 2-inch dick.
2-inch dick, yes, 2-inch dick. Like I don't like. I know Play Too Hard smart, and I don't know where the genes went because Campaign's not smart. And this guy, he acts like a saint. He got back on the forums, got help from an admin to get back on the forums, trying to act like a little old angel when he is an autist faggot. Okay. The other day, I was playing CnR, playing civilian. He gives me a ticket, runs away. Knew it was on purpose. I teleport him back. I pay the ticket. I'm sorry. Yeah, I pay the ticket. He has to jump all the way back to Jizzy's to get his car. He says nothing because he knows if he says something, he'll get disabled. But I tell you, you know, you're gonna get what you ask for, you faggot. If you get on my radar, you'll get fucked. All right, you'll get fucked in that steroid puncture wound hole. I'm telling you. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's all we have time for. Or like, that's all we have energy for.
Yeah.
It's been going on longer than the actual Christmas Day family stuff we have to deal with, so...
I don't think I've drank any water since we started. Bro, I've had my food here for 2 hours, haven't taken a bite yet.
Damn. I've been eating candy and
I've
fucking
just-
Coke.
I've just eaten the broccoli. That's it.
Yum.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Oh, well.
I think that's good.
All right.
Warlord
I
over
didn't
here
think
gave
it
me
was-
fucking 100 names, man.
Yeah, that would have been 6 hours, bro. My God. Yeah. So. Didn't I roast Ali?
Yeah, you did. You kind of did. I didn't really want to do relationships because, like, we already know they are suck. And most of the people you already did.
Yeah.
We'll probably touch up on that later, I guess.
My only regret is not using sound effects more.
Yeah.
Oh well.
At least I was able to use this heavy ass Blue Yeti.
That's GG for the Blue Yeti. Well, that's gonna do it, right? Are we off already or what?
Say ain't nothing but a G thing.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, babe. Oh,
Yeah.
campaign, small wang, ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Oh, officially? Okay, I'll do it then. Okay, so, that is the end of the marathon interview of Rashon. Didn't expect it to be this long. Doogie, give me my DJ, please. We'll see you next time for the Punkery Show, whenever that is. Have a nice Christmas. CnR. We'll see you next time. This was Rashon.